So hey everybody, I am going to show you our 23-0 Armadillo A2 tent. It's about 1.5 years, almost 2 years old. We got it, I think, August of 2023. Pretty sure. July or August of 2023. So we've been really pleased with it. The only drawback that we've had to, I say drawback, it's the only thing I didn't like about this tent was the mattress. And we have changed that to a Lost Horizon inflatable memory foam mattress, and that did it. That's great. We looked at a couple of different tents. Well, we looked at several tents. It came down between a wedge from the Bush Company, I believe that's the name of it, another Australian tent manufacturer. It came down between the Bush Company wedge and the Armadillo A2. The Armadillo A2 won out just because of the compact size, folded, and then the awnings over the windows. Most of the wedge tents that we looked at didn't have awnings over the windows. So if you were camping in a warmer climate and it happened to rain, then you would have to zip the windows up, and that just is, I like some airflow. So the big awnings on this tent allow that. So I'll show them to you. They totally cover the windows when they're open. You can see they're big awnings, and we've been in a pretty good rainstorm with this tent and stayed perfectly dry. There's one on each side, and then the rain fly, of course, covers really well out the front. So I'll show you the inside of the tent. Fairly roomy. We used to put 2 battery packs in here, one for phones and one for the light, but we have recently run a cord down to the truck power supply to power everything up here. So don't look at my mess. I was climbing around in here, but even fully deflated, this mattress is more comfortable than the original that came with the tent. We did have to modify just a little bit. We have a roof rack. So I had on the top of the truck, and the bars that hold the awnings out hit the roof rack. So I had to put a funky little bend. Don't know if you can see that at all. A funky little bend in each one of the rods, the prop rods, to allow for the front side vestibule. But other than that, now it comes with 2 shoe bags, one on either side like this, which I just don't like. We use it. I took the other one completely off because we never did. But I don't know. I just don't like where they're at. I know that's where they're at on every tent, but I don't know. It just doesn't work. So unfortunately, that's all there is. So we do use that one. We utilize that one, but I would do it differently. Now, one thing I did add to the truck is this bar. It's just a step, because when you're folding the tent up, there's no place to stand. So I built that step bar, and that fixed everything. The wire coming down from the inside of the tent comes down and plugs in to our control panel that controls the rest of the truck. So last year we bought the Annex for this tent, and what that is it attaches up here on the rain fly, and then it's about I'm gonna say it's about 8 by 10 that it allows you an extra living space for, and we use it in the mountains when it's cold. We'll get in there and put a propane heater in there, run our tube from our diesel heater in there, whatever, and it's a good place to just kind of chill and stay out of the cold. But I'm going to put that on and let you take a look. This is the Annex. It comes in two versions, with or without the floor. We got the one without the floor. Now, I'm no pro at putting this thing on, so don't judge the Annex by my performance putting it on. So there is a track to slide through, and I'll show you that. There's a small little track that you slide this welt through to attach the Annex to the tent. Okay, so now it takes some tent pegs to peg it down. So it also comes with a couple of poles. So here it is. Plenty of room for two folks to kind of chill out. Move that table out of the way. You can put a fire pit in here. But this is great for camping in cold weather when you want to gather up somewhere besides inside the tent to try and stay warm. It takes quite a bit to put this thing up, so it wouldn't be an every night thing unless, of course, I'll guess unless you just got to camping plenty of time, didn't mind putting it up. But it goes a lot better with two people. One person can put it up, and it doesn't really take that much time. I'm just not that familiar with it. I've only done it half a dozen times, and that was 6 months ago. So it does, though, go together a whole lot better with two people. But it works great. We love it. Like I say, it takes a little while to put up, but I think it's a good addition. Would I buy it again? Definitely. Would I buy this tent again? Definitely. I love the tent. I love the awning over the Annex. There's not people knocking down my door to give me rooftop tents. So we're going to stick with this one for a while. And I don't see the top cracking like a plastic top tent would. I see the longevity of this thing is there. Now I did break something. One of the latches that hold the top down, it's attached to the bottom of the tent, and it has a little arm sticking out with a hook, and then the latch hooks on that hook, and it's like a binder latch, and that little thing that sticks out from the bottom of the tent broke. But I'll be contacting 230 for that, and pretty sure they'll send another one. If not, I can pull that one apart. I've got the other part. I've got both pieces. I can pull that apart, weld it up, put it back on there. It's just a little piece of stainless, and that'll be it. But I mean, things break. I don't think that's any fault of 230's. I think it just broke. So that's just the way it is. I mean, it just, sometimes things happen, and this time it did. But that's the only thing that we've had go wrong at all with this tent. The blackout material on the tent itself is amazing. The sun can come up, and until it starts getting hot in there, you don't know the sun's up. And that's kind of a bad thing, because my wife will sleep all day if it's dark. Other than that, this thing's amazing. Get you one. If you're on the fence about a 230, don't be. If it's between 230 and the competitors, man, 230 is a quality product. You won't go wrong with it. The floor, maybe if you were going to put someone sleeping down here, I could see the floor being an advantage. We're not going to do that. So that's why we went without the floor. That, and the fact that once they get dirt inside them, it's hell to clean. So what we use this thing for, no floor, suits us just fine. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. I'm going to enjoy my Reese's Fast Break and my Heart Attack in a can. Everybody that sees me get one of those tells me those are bad for you. And about half of them will walk out of the store after telling me that it's bad for you and put a little drag on a cigarette. So, I mean, we got to die from something, right? Anyway, that's all I got. Y'all have a good one. See you on the next trip. Bye. Man, that's good.